Alright guys, it's BLM here. It's time for another video, and this is going to be my PS2 collection for 2014. And you might be wondering, why is this entire shelf behind me completely empty? And that's because all my PS2 games are over here. Yeah, I have 390 PS2 games, and they're all stacked over here. Mind you, all these stacks are about 20 high, so that's why there's a whole bunch of them. So yeah, I'm just going to go through them right now. I'm not going to talk about all the games. The games that I've had before that I've talked about in previous collection videos, I'm just going to kind of skip over. I'm going to say probably like a couple words, but not really say that much. Yeah, let's start off with 2002 FIFA World Cup. 24 the game. Plot in this is actually pretty decent, but I just can't stand the actual game itself. AC/DC Live, Rock Band Track Pack, Ace Combat 5. Not a big fan of flight simulators. Activision Anthology, Adventures of Cookie and Cream. If you have a girlfriend or anything, definitely get this game. This is a game that's pretty awesome to play. I mean, even with a friend, I guess. It's a game where you play as two characters and you try to go through a level that has a whole bunch of puzzles and stuff like that, and you use one controller for two characters. And pretty much one person controls one character and the other one controls the other character using both sides of the controller. Very interesting game. Definitely give this one a try. It's awesome. AFL Live 2003. This is a PAL game. 007 Agent Under Fire. Aggressive Inline. Airblade. All-Star Baseball 2002. All-Star Baseball 2004. American Chopper. And American Chopper 2. Sealed copy of AMF Extreme Bowling. Artanelico 2. Was the subtitle. Melody of Metaphalisa. Whatever. I have not played this one yet. I kind of have no interest in it, to be honest. I mean, it is like a $30 game, which is why I own it, but the game itself, I have no interest in. It's not my type of game. Arctic Thunder, great game. Sealed copy of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Make the Grade. Arena Football, Road to Glory. Armored Core 2, which I'm not a big fan of. The Armored Core Last Raven, which I have not played. Armored Core Nexus, which I believe is the most expensive one of the bunch, around $20 game. Have not played this one either, though. And then Armored Core 9-Breaker, which I have played, and it's really not that great of a game. I played this one because it is a different type of Armored Core game. It's more of a shooter type game, but it's really not that good. Asterix and Obelisk Kick Buttocks. Actually a pretty good game. It's a decent platformer. I recommend it if you can find it. Pretty hard to find, though. Athens 2004. ATV Off-Road Fury 1, 2, 3... And guess what? I have the fourth one as well. Automodelista. I love the graphics in this. Backyard NBA Basketball. Backyard NFL Football 2006. Band Hero Biggs. Glitz the League. BMX Triple X. Very mediocre game. And this is the censored version, so this isn't really the best version to get. Bombastic. Absolutely love this game. This is a great puzzle game. If you've played Devil Dice for the PS1, this is a spiritual successor to it, or a spin-off to it, whatever. Pretty good game. The Bouncer, one of my favorite games on the PS2. Brian Lara's, what is it? International Cricket 2005. It's a PAL game. Bully. I actually have not played this PS2 version. I have it for 360. I have played the 360 version. Burnout Dominator, not the best Burnout. A sealed copy of Call of Duty Finest Hour. Call of Duty 2. Call of Duty 3. And then Call of Duty World at War Final Front. Carmen Sandiego and the Secret of the Stolen Drum. City Crisis. Corvette. Evolution G. Crash and Burn. I believe this is a reboot of the 3DO game. Crash Nitro Kart. It's not as good as Crash Team Racing in my opinion, but it's still good. Crazy Taxi. CSI 3 Dimensions of Murder. Pretty decent game from what I played. I only played like around half an hour of it. I do want to play more of it. It's actually one of the first Telltale games, which if you don't know, they're the creators of The Walking Dead, the game, and Back to the Future and stuff like that. This is pretty good from what I played so far. Dance Dance Revolution Max, Dance Dance Revolution Supernova 2, Dance Dance Revolution X, Dance Factory, Dark Cloud, it's okay, I know a lot of people love it, but whatever. Dead to Rights, Destroy All Humans, great game, used to play this one a lot as a kid, absolutely love it. And after that is Destroy All Humans 2, which I don't know what to think about this one. I do enjoy it, I do think it's a good game, but I don't like it as much as the first one though. After that, Deus Ex The Conspiracy, a good port to the PS2. Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3. All great games, great beat 'em ups. I actually didn't play them until just recently. Actually, I played 3 a little bit when I was younger. But the others I haven't played until just this year, and absolutely love the first and third ones. The second one it's good. I mean, it's not as good as the other ones. I understand why it got a lot of hate, but it's overall pretty good game still. DJ Hero, Dragon Ball Z Budokai, love the game. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2, not so much. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, one of the best games on the PS2 in my personal opinion. Tenkaichi, one of the crappiest games on the PS2 in my opinion. Tenkaichi 2, better, a lot better actually. And Tenkaichi 3, pretty much Tenkaichi 2, but better in almost every single way. One of my favorite games of all time here. This is complete with the bonus disc. This is actually probably the most expensive PS2 game I own. And after that, Dragon Ball Z Sagas, which is a piece of shit beat 'em up. Driver 3, actually forgot I had that. Drone Racers, DT Carnage, Dynasty Warriors 3 and 4. Good games. I enjoyed the Dynasty Warrior game. Eagle Eye Golf, Echo the Dolphin Defender of the Future. Have not played this one. That is a really terrible subtitle, by the way. Endgame, I haven't not played it because I don't have a light gun. And I know you can play it without a light gun, but I just don't want to. Aragon from Monkey Island. Great game. Absolutely love this game on the PS2. Have not played the original PC version, but the PS2 version is absolutely amazing. ESPN College Hoops 2K5, ESPN International Track and Field, ESPN NBA 2K5 and NFL 2K5, ESPN X Games Skateboarding, Eternal Ring. I hate this game. Eve of Extinction, a very mediocre beat 'em up. I mean, I was expecting a lot more from this one. I mean, it looks awesome from the cover, but it's really not that good. EverQuest Online Adventures, Evolution Skateboarding, exactly the fucking same as ESPN X Games Skateboarding. Extreme G3, great game, one of my favorite racing games on the PS2. iToy Kinetic, iToy Operation Spy, iToy Play. I don't have an iToy, so. Family Guy, the video game, which is actually a pretty good game. I actually played through this entire game, surprisingly, and it's actually pretty decent. I mean, if you like Family Guy, you'll get the humor and stuff like that. The actual game itself is just a basic beat 'em up. Actually, it's many things, actually. It just mixes a whole bunch of genres, but it's okay. I mean, I enjoyed it. Fantavision, Fast and Furious, FIFA 2005, Final Fantasy X, one of my favorite games of all time. Great RPG. Final Fantasy X-2, one of the most disappointing games of all time, but it's okay. Final Fantasy 11 Online, Chains of Promethea expansion pack, and Final Fantasy 12, which I have a sealed copy of this game as well, but it's up there. This is the open copy. It's an okay game. I mean, it's not my favorite Final Fantasy. Gameplay is more of like an MMO, and I enjoy it, but I do like 13 and 10 more. Slipnik, one of my favorite games of all time. Fantastic pinball game here. Ford Racing 2, Ford Racing 3, Freaky Flyers, Frogger the Great Quest. It's a 3D platformer. I like the other Frogger games more. Fur Fighters, awesome game actually. Great art style, just a decent shooter. Getaway Black Monday, I have no interest in this game, but I did play it because of Superbad. Michael Cera is playing this game in Superbad, and I don't like it, let's just say that. Giant Citizen Kabuto, a decent action-adventure game, I recommend it. God of War 1 and God of War 2, both essentials for the PS2 collection. Godai, Elemental Force, terrible beat 'em up, really no point of ever playing. The Golden Compass, Gran Turismo 3 and 4, not my type of game. Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto, what is this, Vice City Stories. I really enjoyed 3. Liberty City Stories I haven't played. Same thing with Vice City Stories. San Andreas I think is a good game. I don't like it as much as other people do, but I do think it's good. And then Vice City's my favorite out of the bunch. Absolutely fantastic game. And guess what, guys? Time for some Guitar Hero game. Guitar Hero 1, Guitar Hero 1 and 2 Dual Pack, Guitar Hero 2, Guitar Hero 3, Guitar Hero Aerosmith, Guitar Hero Encore Rock the 80s, Guitar Hero World Tour, Hard Hitter Tennis, Hard Rock Casino, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Actually a pretty decent game. I actually gave this one a try. It's actually pretty enjoyable. And then Haven Call of the King, which is an awesome game that no one will ever give a try for some reason. Headhunter, completely forgot I had this. High Heat Major League Baseball 2004, Hot Shots Golf 3 and 4, The Hustle, Detroit Streets, iNinja, great game, Era Drag Racing Sportsman Edition, Intellivision Lives, Jade Cocoon 2, I have not played this because I haven't beaten Jade Cocoon 1, Jack and Daxter 1 and 2, but both great games. I mean, the first one is definitely the superior one out of the bunch. Jeopardy, Johnny Mosley Mad Trick, Jumper, Kelly Slater's Pro Surfing, Kengo, Masters of Bushido, actually a pretty good game. If you like Bushido Blade, this is one that you gotta try out. It's actually pretty decent. And then Kessen 1, 2, and 3. Played the first 2 and they're okay. Seems like a decent series. Killer 7, great game. Definitely give this one a try if you can find it, even though it's getting more and more expensive. Kill Switch, very disappointed by this game. I mean, it's a decent like cover-based shooter, but it's really nothing that special. Killzone, Kinetica, great racing game. King of Fighters 11, great fighting game. Kingdom Hearts, great game. Played through that one, surprisingly. Kingdom Hearts 2, just recently got this a few months ago, still haven't played it. Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, LA Rush, Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 2, great game. I like the first one more, obviously, but I mean, this one's still pretty good. Legend of Spyro, was it? The Eternal Night. Lego Star Wars 2, Lethal Skies, Elite Pilot Team SW, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, Twin Towers, and Return of the King. Lucinda Green's Equestrian Challenge, Luminous Plus, Base Griffin, Bounty Hunter. On to everyone's favorite games. Got Madden 2002, Madden 2003, Madden 2004, Madden 2005, Madden 2007, and Madden 2010. Magic's Music Maker, Major League Baseball 2K5, Major League Baseball 2K7, Monachemia, Alchemist of Al-Revis. I played this one for a good like hour and a half. It's not my type of game. That's why I'm not going to play Art Anelica 2, because it's supposed to be somewhat similar. It's made by the same people, made by Gus. And yeah, I'm just not a big fan of the game. I'm sorry. Mark Echo's Getting Up. A disappointing game, in my personal opinion. I mean, I was expecting more free running from this, but it's more like spray painting and beat 'em up elements and stuff like that. It's really not that good. Mark Davis Pro Bass Challenge. Mark of Cree, pretty good game, decent beat 'em up. Maximo Ghost to Glory, pretty decent game as well. I mean, it is very hard, but I mean, other than that, Medal of Honor Frontline and Medal of Honor Rising Sun. I like Frontline a lot more, but both of them are pretty decent games. Men in Black 2, Alien Escape. I actually have had this for like, what, a year and a half or so, and I didn't play it until just recently, and it's actually a pretty decent game. It's pretty much just a third-person shooter where you're killing aliens and stuff like that. It's actually pretty decent. Metal Arms Glitch in the System, great game, underrated gem. Definitely give that one a try. Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 3. I haven't played 3 actually. Metal Gear Solid 2, absolutely love it. Probably the best one in the series in my personal opinion. After that, I got MLB 07 The Show, MLB 08 The Show, MLB 2004, MLB 2006. MLB Slugfest 2003 and MLB Slugfest 2004. Mobile Light Force 2, this is a port of Castle Shikigami. Pretty good game, actually really good game, actually. Mojo, a lot of people don't like this game, I personally do. It's pretty much you playing a marble and you roll around destroying blocks and stuff like that. I personally enjoy it. Monster Jam, Maximum Destruction, Mortal Kombat Deception. I mean, I'm not a big Mortal Kombat fan, but this is actually a pretty good one. Motocross Mania 3, MotoGP 2, MVP Baseball 2004 and 2005, MX Rider, MX vs. ATV Untamed, Namco Museum, Nano Breaker. This was a game that I was looking for a very, very long time. And this is such a disappointment in my personal opinion. I mean, I didn't expect it to be that great of a game because I've heard reviews and other people's impressions and it's not supposed to be a good game. But this is really not that good of a game. It's a very mediocre, like, beat 'em up. I mean, it is extremely bloody and everything. But as a game itself, it's really not that good. Naruto Ultimate Ninja, NASCAR 07, NASCAR Thunder 2002, NBA 06, NBA 2K3, NBA Ballers, NBA Live 2002, NBA Live 2004, NBA Starting 5, NBA Street Volume 1 and 2. Absolutely love these games. I mean, especially 2. 2 I played a lot as a kid. NCAA Football 2K3, NCAA Final Four 2002, NCAA Football 2004, NCAA Football 2005, NCAA Football 2006, NCAA March Madness 2002, Need for Speed Undercover, pretty decent game, Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, great game, NFL 2K5, NFL Blitz 2003, NFL Game Day 2002, NFL Game Day 2003, NFL Head Coach, that's fun, NFL Street Volume 2, actually pretty good game, NHL 2001, NHL 2005, NHL 2007, NHL 2009, which I didn't even know I had, NHL 2K6, and Nicktoons Attack of the Toy Bots. Alright, now that I'm done with the sports games, here's some actually pretty decent games. Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge, a pretty decent action-adventure game. Not the greatest game out there, but I do actually kind of enjoy it. MPPL Championship Paintball 2009. Obscure, I keep on saying this, but it's a very obscure game. It's actually a really good game. I mean, it's kind of expensive, around the $40 range. And it's kind of hard to find, but if you do find it, it's definitely worth playing. Great game. Okage Shadow King, still have not played this after 3 fucking years. One Piece Pirates Carnival, it's pretty much like a One Piece ripoff of Mario Party. Oni, a very mediocre game, but I mean it is a Bungie game published by Rockstar, so it's pretty interesting. Onimusha 2 and 3. I did start Onimusha 2 because I beat the first one on the original Xbox. I do enjoy it. I do like the Onimusha games so far. I think that they're very good. Onimusha 3, though, I have not played yet, obviously. The Operative, No One Lives Forever, Outlaw Volleyball Remix, Over the Head, Pac-Man World 2, 3, and World Rally. 2 is a great game. Have not played 3, and World Rally's decent kart racer. Actually pretty good one. Phantom Brave, not my type of game. Pinball Hall of Fame, the Gottlieb Collection. I also have a sealed copy of this as well. Pirates, Legend of the Black Buccaneer. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Legend of Jack Sparrow. Plan, I've had this for years, and I still have not played this. Power Drome, actually a pretty decent racing game. Prince of Persia Warrior Within, Pro Stroke Golf, Prism, Chapter 1, The Dark Unicorn, one of the best games ever made, obviously. Cue Ball, R-Type Final, it's a pretty good game, great shooter, definitely worth giving that one a try. Radiata Stories, have not given this one a try yet, don't have the time. Ratchet & Clank 1 and 2, don't have the third one. Great games though, both of them. Definitely 2 of the best games on the PS2. Rayman 3, Hoodlum Havoc, great game. Rebel Raiders, Red Dead Revolver, Red Faction, great game. Resident Evil 4, one of my favorite games of all time. Resident Evil Code Veronica X, not the best port. And then Resident Evil Outbreak, which I actually didn't even play until just recently, but it's okay. I mean, it could be better. It feels a lot more like the older Resident Evils. It's more darker and creepier than like Resident Evil 4 and stuff like that, but it's okay. Ridge Racer 5, Rise to Honor, Rock Band 2, Rock Band Track Pack Classic Rock, Rock Band Track Pack Volume 1, Rock Band Track Pack Volume 2. Romance of the Three Kingdoms 7, I don't remember if I played this one or not. RPG Maker 2, really want to get into this, but I just don't have the time. RC Racing Spirit, RTX Red Rock, pretty good game actually. Rough Trigger, The Vancouver Conspiracy, pretty shitty game, but I mean, I think it's an interesting concept where you play as a dog and it's a shooter and stuff. It's very interesting. Rugby 2004, Run Like Hell, a very cheesy survival horror game, but I somewhat enjoy it. Rygar, great game, a lot like God of War. Scarface, SD Gundam Force Showdown, which I believe was my first pick of last year. Sega Superstars, Shadow Man 2, big disappointment. I mean, I love the first Shadow Man. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I even have a fucking poster of it up. But this is a piece of shit game, I'm gonna be honest. Sean Palmer's Pro Snowboarder, Shaun White Snowboarding, Silent Hill 3, one of my favorite survival horror games of all time. Great game here. Silent Scope 1 and 3, have not played them because I don't have a light gun. Silent Line Armored Core, have not played it. The Simpsons Skateboarding, what a piece of shit game. The Sims, it's The Sims. SingStar Pop, have not played it because I don't have a microphone, and even if I did, I probably wouldn't play it anyway. Sky Odyssey, Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonist, great game, one of the best on the PS2 in my personal opinion. Smuggler's Run, decent game, could be better. SOCOM 1, 2, and 3. Big fan of the first 2 as a kid. I used to play online at a friend's house and stuff, and it was actually somewhat enjoyable. The Sopranos, never watched the show, so whatever. Soul Calibur 3, great game, awesome. Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy, great game as well, awesome. And Spiderwick Chronicles. Alright guys, almost done with this. Onto the last shelf worth of stuff. Fight Hunter, SSX 1, 2, 3. All great games, absolutely love them. Just realized this is out of alphabetical order. Splashdown, Rides Gone Wild, great game. Star Ocean, Until the End of Time, have not played it. Why? Because I don't have the time. Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2. Decent games, I know a lot of people love them. I personally don't love them as much as other people, but I mean, I do think these are good games. Star Wars Bounty Hunter, just give this one a try recently, actually, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the Star Wars games and stuff like that, but I mean, this one's actually pretty good. Star Wars The Clone Wars, have not given that one a try. Star Wars Episode 3, it's good. I mean, it's okay, it's a decent beat 'em up. Star Wars Starfighter, Starsky and Hutch, State of Emergency, Stolen, Street Hoops, Strike Force Bowling, Stunt GP, great game actually, definitely give this one a try. Stuntman, Sub Rebellion, Summoner 1 and 2, still haven't played these. For Bust a Move 2, great game. Super Trucks Racing, Suzuki Superbikes, Swashbuckler, was this Blue versus Gray, pretty crappy game, but it's interesting. Swing Away Golf, Typhon Filter to Omega String, Technic Beat, Tekken 4, Tekken 5, and Tekken Tag Tournament. All great games. Absolutely love the Tekken series. Tenchu, Wrath of Heaven. Completely forgot I had this. Test Drive, Tetris World, Thrillville Off the Rails. Pretty decent game. Tiger Woods, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, and 2008. Missing 2007. I don't know why. Time Splitters, one of my favorite games. A fantastic title there. Tokyo Extreme Racer 3, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six 3, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, Pandora Tomorrow, Tomb Raider, Angel of Darkness, which is a pretty crappy game. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, Pro Skater 4, Project 8, Proving Ground, and Underground 2. Big fan of Tony Hawk. Want to get every single Tony Hawk game for every single console. Big fan of Project 8 on the PS2. Want to get the 360 version or the PS3 version. Proving Ground's a piece of shit. Underground 2 is blah. And Pro Skater 3 and 4 are okay. Top Gear, Daredevil, piece of shit game. Tribes, Aerial Assault, and Trigger Man, which is quite possibly one of my least favorite games of all time. Alright guys, final stack here. Holy shit. Twisted Metal Black, good game. It's probably my favorite Twisted Metal, but that's not really saying that much. Sealed copy of Twisted Metal Head On. Virtual Fighter 4 and Virtual Fighter 4 Evolution. Great games, both of them. Absolutely love them. Warriors of Might and Magic, still haven't played it. Wave Rally, Wheel of Fortune, World Tour, World Championship Poker, World Rally Championship, World Series of Poker, WWE, SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, which these games go for a lot of money for some reason. I don't know why. 13, great game. Yakuza, one of my favorite games on PS2. Fantastic title. Definitely give this one a try. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelist of the Roses. It's okay. I mean, it's not the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Game you can get. I mean, it's probably one of the better console ones because the console ones usually suck. Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament. Pretty good fighting game. Zathura, it's really not that great of a game, but I loved the movie as a kid. And to finish it off with probably two of my favorite pickups from this year, and those are Zone of the Enders and Zone of the Enders the Second Runner. Great games. I mean, these two games are absolutely fantastic. I really hope that what Hideo Kojima is saying about Zone of the Enders 3 actually comes true and they actually finally make it. But yeah, if you can find these in the wild, which they're not, I mean, the first one's not really that hard to find. The second one's a bit more difficult. But they're both fantastic games. I mean, these are two of my favorite games on the PS2. Out of all the games I just showed you, these two are probably in the top 5, easily top 10. So, I mean, definitely give these one a try. This is really worth your time. So, yeah, that is my entire PS2 collection. Oh, yeah, something I forgot to mention, I actually also have the PAL version of Guitar Hero 3. Yeah, that is all 390 of my PS2 games. I mean, there are over 2,000 PS2 games out there, so this is a collection I don't really intend on, completing. I would love to complete it, but I really just don't see it actually happening. But, yeah, that's my entire PS2 collection. I guess thank you for watching.